Hi everybody and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Last time we arrived on Titania and saw that, well, basically the exorcists never bothered quelling the riot, or they all got killed, or they all demonized. We escorted Prince Harold? Something like that. Here, along with what we assume is the Therion from under the villa.
The Headless Knight!
Well, I assume.
He must be the product of the venomization.
Alright, buddy.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
I mean, true, but let's say it.
Where's his voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
Look inside. Whoa. I mean, you're not really a boss, are you? You're just a slightly bigger enemy.
Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that's the cell.
I feel something again.
An earthpulse.
More
Right.
malevolence?
No,
Right.
another earthpulse point. It must be on this island.
Velvet
I
was the
sense it too.
Therion.
It's very close.
Of course she was.
Directly underneath us, I would guess.
What is this place?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the earthpulse point. If this cell is where the earthpulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therion?
Hello.
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing, it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therion from its cage. But the Therion knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therion?
This prison island was a feeding ground for the Therion, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
But because Velvet escaped, the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamawana's village. Lord Artorius would never have done such a thing.
Get over it, he did.
What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother, Laphie! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good?! At any rate, that's one less Therion for us to track down.
Velvet. yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now? I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
Gotta go fast. Yeah, we're not gonna make it in time. No chance. I can't believe it took me that long to figure out that like this place went nuts because Velvet's not here eating malevolence anymore. I feel dumb.
So, Velvet is a Therion, is she? I knew there was something off about her. But it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laufey said, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I
Sister-in-law.
suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself?
That's
Hey,
suicide.
Velvet, what's your connection to Artorias?
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therion.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
Haha! You not gonna move? Oh, whatever. Okay,
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therion who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therions are connected to Enominat through an earthpulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work. Velvet, I'm sorry. I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an earthpulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
So does that mean going near Earth Pulse points weakens Velvet? That's an interesting point. Is that titles? I went the wrong way.
That was Kamoana!
No, you think? Ah, there we go.
Kamoana! Eleanor!
See, that
You really came back for me.
is a boss
A
fight.
promise is a promise, sweetheart.
And a corpse is a corpse.
A headless knight. And a horse demon.
That is a bitchin'
Giving
demon.
off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Whatever the case, we'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Alright, true boss fight. Dullahan, armored undead fiend. Whew. Weakness physical attacks. I can do that. Alright. So, physical. 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 And physical. Alright, let's roll.
Now I can't help but wonder how the horse is named.
Oh, for God's sake.
Close and look if you're that curious.
Oh, that hurt. Come on. Hey, there we go. Arise. Arise. Boom. Ooh. Boom. Oh, fuck off. Hey, this... Oh my god, I've only got one soul. Oh, there we go. Oh. Why does he keep guarding just everything that I do? Hey, there we go. Oh wait, hang on. First wait. Oh, how did he do that? Oh, I got a quick shot back. Oh, how did you stun me from behind? Ah, bastard. I need to take the punishment better. Yes, here we go. Oh, sweet. Wait, how do you... How is he calling back up? Oh, there's Headless Knights. That's how he's calling back up. No. Well, thanks for calling that back up. There we go.
That's venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump of armor.
No offense.
I beg your pardon. Not you.
What? Whoa. There he is.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therion.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin. My one and only friend.
A damned Therion. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But Your Highness, why do you have a Therion?
It's like I said. Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therion now, that hasn't changed.
So you knew you were helping a Therion escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future King, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
Nailed it.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own.
Oh, let me guess. The
When
Abbey
you're a
is
prince,
controlling
you're
everything?
not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people. Say, for instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therions.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorius' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never. I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therion removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet,
Bye-bye, Logris.
I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world. Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorius asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light
not
and their wing muscles are
can
enormously
fly.
strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Oh, do I get to build a hideout? How's Claw? Oh, +1. Oh, +1 maximum BG. That's been enhanced total 15 times or more. Sweet. Only available when Theronized, hold RT after the second hit of combo to activate.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay?
Okay, the expedition has returned. I think. North Watchtower. I think that's the safe place. That's how, yeah, there is. So let's have a look at what that expedition has. Sleepy Princess picture book. Alright, let's go back there again because we haven't discovered the treasure for the area. But what's this picture book? Sleepy Princess picture book. Contains regional stories for children. Okay, but what's important about it? Whatever. Anyway. We took out the Dullahan. We nailed what that bird was, so that was easy. And yeah, next time on Tales of Berseria, we check out the fallout of the prison incident. See you guys then.